What happens when a technical striker in the division faces off against the most relentless pressure fighter? Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to witness is a masterclass in mixed martial arts that ended in a way absolutely nobody predicted. This is the story of two men who brought completely different weapons to the same war. Get ready for a breakdown of one of the most dramatic title fights in recent memory. Israel Adesanya, the Last Stylebender. Standing in the black and gold shorts, we have Israel Adesanya, a man who moves like water and strikes like lightning. The Nigerian-born New Zealand fighter has built his reputation on being virtually untouchable on the feet. His striking is pure art, long, rangy, with the ability to make opponents miss by millimeters while landing with pinpoint accuracy. Adesanya's game is built on distance management, counter-striking, and that devastating left hand that has put so many fighters to sleep. He's the kind of fighter who makes the incredibly difficult look effortless. But here's the thing about Israel. He's at his most dangerous when you think you have him figured out. And in the green shorts, representing South Africa, we have Dricus Du Plessis, a man who fights like his life depends on it every single time he steps into that octagon. Du Plessis is the definition of organized chaos. His striking might not look textbook pretty, but those hands carry serious power, and his wrestling credentials are absolutely legitimate. What makes Du Plessis so dangerous is his unpredictability. He switches stances seamlessly, throws with bad intentions, and when the fight hits the ground, he becomes a completely different animal. He's the type of fighter who finds a way to win even when he shouldn't. The opening bell rings, and immediately you can see both fighters trying to establish their game plan. Du Plessis comes out aggressive, looking to close distance with those heavy leg kicks targeting Adesanya's lead leg. But Israel is doing what he does best, staying just out of range, using his length advantage, and making Du Plessis work for every inch. What's fascinating about this first round is watching the chess match unfold. Israel is switching stances, keeping that lead hand extended like a probe, disrupting Du Plessis' timing. Meanwhile, Du Plessis is being patient, more patient than we usually see from him. He's picking his moments, landing some solid leg kicks, and most importantly, he's not falling into Israel's counter-striking traps. The crowd is electric, but both fighters are showing tremendous respect for each other's power. Then we get our first real exchange. Du Plessis explodes forward with the combination, and you can see that raw power connecting, but Israel weathers it beautifully, circling away and immediately returning to his range-finding game. By the end of round one, we've got ourselves a real fight. Du Plessis has already been opened up with a cut from what looked like a knee from Israel, but he's not backing down. Both men have had their moments, and you can feel the tension building in the arena. Round two. Round two is where this fight completely changes character. Du Plessis makes a brilliant tactical adjustment. If he can't consistently land in the striking exchanges, he's going to make Israel wrestle. And man, does this strategy pay dividends. The first takedown comes like a bolt of lightning. Beautiful level change, perfect timing, and suddenly, Israel finds himself on his back with Du Plessis working for position. But here's where you see the heart of a champion. Israel's defensive grappling is phenomenal. He's not panicking, he's working his way back to his feet, using that wizard to prevent Du Plessis from getting settled. But Du Plessis is relentless. The moment Israel gets up, boom, another takedown, then another. This is exactly what Du Plessis needed to do. He's making Israel carry his weight, forcing him to wrestle, and slowly but surely starting to drain that gas tank. The most dangerous moment comes when Du Plessis gets Israel's back and starts working for the rear naked choke. You can see Israel's experience showing as he defends beautifully, but Du Plessis has those hooks in and he's not letting go easily. The hand control from Du Plessis is masterful. He's controlling Israel's wrists, preventing him from breaking the grip. By the end of round two, Du Plessis has completely flipped the script. 5 takedown attempts, multiple secured, and he's turned this into exactly the type of fight that favors him.
Round 3. This is where we see why Israel Adesanya is such a special fighter. After getting dominated in the grappling exchanges of round 2, he comes out in round 3 with a completely different energy. The bodywork starts immediately, crisp shots to the midsection that are landing with surgical precision. Du Plessis is showing some signs of fatigue from all that wrestling, and Adesanya is capitalizing. Those body shots are adding up, and you can see Du Plessis' hands starting to drop just slightly. That's when Adesanya strikes with a beautiful elbow that catches Du Plessis clean. The timing, the placement, it was perfection. But this is where Du Plessis shows his heart. Even hurt, even tired, he's still coming forward, still throwing with bad intentions. The exchanges in this round are absolutely brutal. Both men landing heavy shots, both refusing to give an inch. The momentum shifts are incredible to watch. Adesanya lands a perfect uppercut, and you think he might be taking control. Then Du Plessis explodes forward with a combination that rocks Adesanya right back. The crowd is on their feet because nobody knows who's winning these exchanges. What's beautiful about this round is seeing two completely different styles finding success. Adesanya with his technical precision and perfect timing, Du Plessis with his raw power and relentless pressure. Both men are leaving everything in there. Round 4. Championship rounds separate the great from the good, and round 4 is where we see both fighters dig deep into their reserves. Du Plessis' corner has told him that the only thing working is getting Adesanya going backwards, and you can see him trying to implement that game plan. But Adesanya is having his best round. The bodywork is paying serious dividends now. 22 body shots landed out of 23 attempted. That's championship-level accuracy. Du Plessis is starting to show the effects of that accumulating damage. The uppercuts from Adesanya are finding their mark consistently now. When Du Plessis keeps that guard high, Adesanya is splitting it right down the middle with those uppercuts. The technique is flawless, and you can see Du Plessis' confidence starting to waver for the first time in the fight. For long stretches of this round, Adesanya is controlling the distance, landing at will, and looking like he's starting to pull away. His movement is still crisp, his shots are still snapping, and Du Plessis is having to work harder and harder just to get within striking range. But then, in pure Du Plessis fashion, he finds a way to shift the momentum. A perfectly timed left hook catches Adesanya clean on the side of the head. Not just once, but he follows it up immediately. You can see Adesanya's legs wobble slightly, the first real sign of vulnerability we've seen from him. Du Plessis smells blood in the water. Another big right hand lands flush, then another. Suddenly, the hunter has become the hunted, and Adesanya is in real trouble for the first time in the fight. Du Plessis sees that Adesanya is hurt, and instead of trying to finish on the feet, he makes the smart play. He shoots for the takedown while Adesanya is compromised. This time, there's no escape for Adesanya. Du Plessis gets both hooks in, his arm slides under the chin, and he locks up the rear naked choke. Adesanya tries to fight it, tries to work the hands, but Du Plessis has it locked in tight. And then, in one of the most shocking moments in recent UFC history, Israel Adesanya, the man who seemed virtually unbeatable on the feet, the technical striking wizard, is forced to tap out. The crowd erupts. Du Plessis has done it. He submitted one of the most dangerous strikers in the division with his grappling. It's the perfect example of mixed martial arts, using every tool in your arsenal to find a way to win. This fight had everything: technical brilliance, heart, drama, and an ending that nobody saw coming. It's exactly why we love this sport. What did you think of this incredible fight? Who should Du Plessis face next for his first title defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and make sure you're subscribed because we've got more epic fight analysis coming your way. Until next time, keep fighting.